Good morning. Welcome to this meeting of the Montgomery County House Delegation. Today is January 30th. Today, we will be receiving a briefing from the Department of Legislative Services, our local fiscal briefing, and then we have three local bills on our agenda for today. We are joined by Hiram Birch and Arnold Aja from the Department of Legislative Services, who will be giving our presentation this morning, and I will turn it over to the two of you.
Thank you. Good morning, Chair Polakovich-Carr and members of the Montgomery County House Delegation. I'm Arnold Daja, and with me are Hiram Birch, one of our legislative managers, Valerie Monroe, Senior Policy Analyst, and our two legislative fellows. Like me, they share a connection with the county, and I'd love for them to introduce themselves quickly and tell you about the work they're doing to support the department this session.
Good morning, Chair and members of the Montgomery County House Delegation. My name is Colin Maloney, and as Arnold mentioned, I am one of the legislative fellows working with DLS and the Fiscal and Policy Notes team. In this, for very brief background, I'm a second year University of Maryland, College Park. So while I don't live in Montgomery County and work with the city of Rock, familiar with Montgomery County in the area. But in my current role, assisting the team on some policy notes relating to alcoholic beverages, hoping to get the website up to date with the most recent data. So with that, I'll hand it over to Alize, my colleague.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Elise. I'm also one of the fellows for DLS. A little background about graduated from University of Maryland as well with my master's and I'm actually a resident of Montgomery County, delegate of Montgomery County, and I've lived and grown up here. So currently, as Colin said, I'm working aid briefing and also updating the website. So
Thank you. So today I'll be of the state aid to Montgomery County, highlighting and the numbers in the report that we'll be sharing are based on the governor's budget. And we're happy to address questions via email afterward. Starting on page of the report, you can see that Montgomery $0.4 billion in total state aid. This breaks down into $1.2 billion and $21.7 million in retirement payment. The vast majority is targeted system, which receives $1.1 billion. Montgomery College receives $79.8 million, and county and municipal governments receive $70 million. The local health department receives $63 million, and the library system $1 million. Page 9 shows the year-over-year change. This is by $17.1 million overall, and $1 million goes to the public school system. See a $3 million decrease in funding. This is due to the completion of a one-time for pedestrian and bicycle improvements at stations. Page 10 show percent changes, and I would like to draw your attention to the health of local housing. And historically, funding included for population and inflation. And this has been in recent years supplemented with discretionary employee salary adjustments. Last session, budget to limit growth to the core formula, and the agency formula funding to comply with this requirement. Since the county's local health department is staffed by the county receives funding solely under the core formula from an increase and more detailed agency presentation. Page 11 outlines proposed changes, proposed enhancements and reductions to state aid. Three major policy changes affect the county. First, of a revised enrollment count for free and reduced price meals increases school funding statewide by $228.4 million over statutory amounts. This affects three programs: compensatory aid, concentration of poverty, and effort adjustment. Second, the Budget Delegation and Financing Act caps CADE for each institution from fiscal 2027 through 9. resulting in a statewide reduction in fiscal 2027, and this provision requires General Assembly approval. Third, local governments will assume 50% of statewide increase in retirement payments for teach librarians and community college faculty to General Assembly approval. You can see, looking at the first column, that Montgomery County is one of the three jurisdictions that benefit significantly from the revised free and reduced price meal enrollment count, receiving dollars in fiscal 2027, and without the school system would have faced a funding decrease exceeding. For community colleges, the 3% reduces Montgomery College funding by $3.1 million. College would have received a 7.3% in CAID formula funding. Regarding retirement cost shifts on page 13, the state is shifting 50% of the statewide increase in retirement payments for teachers, librarians, and community college local governments. The state applied uniform percentage reductions across all counties, and that reflects 3.4% for public schools, 3.7% for community colleges, 0.7% for libraries in each county. Montgomery County is exempt from the library reduction because librarians participate in a separate than the state plan. They have their own county plan. Now, shifting to public safety and police aid funding in fiscal 20 formula, and this is an increase of around. Page 19 outlines the factoring police aid funding allocation. Pages 20 through 22 detail funding under the police aid enhancement in its fifth year of discretionary funding. For fiscal 2027, allocations remain unchanged except for Baltimore City with $250,000. Turning to page 21, since the county's share of violent crime offenses decreased in 2024, the county retains $1,000 in funding by not updating to the latest crime for calendar year 2024. Prince George's County also benefit from using crime data. Moving to transportation revenues, page 31. You can see that of the $24 million total, it's $14.2 million, and municipalities received $9.9 million. Page 28, starting in fiscal 2028, current law reverts distribute to fiscal 2024 levels forecasts. This will result in a statewide decrease of approximately $6 million and a 5-point Montgomery County. In transportation funding, the county also continues to receive $27 million in bus system grants. Now turning to education. As mentioned earlier, the majority of the school system, page 41, $3 billion, including